Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for the 25th of June. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and then after that, we'll pull one card for each sign and see how that works out for everybody as we go through the zodiac. All right, overall energy. We have the Queen of Swords showing up in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse talks about cutting off of communication. Cutting communication with somebody in particular, generally. For me, that's what this talks about. And this is a hard cut of communication. This isn't just like, oh, well, if you can send me a letter, I'll read that. No. Nay, nay. No communication. Now, this sometimes I have seen it come up for people who are co-parenting or who are working together. In that case, whatever communication is absolutely 100% completely necessary does happen. Anything beyond that, not even being civil. No. No hello. No hello. No goodbye. This is what I need. And that's it. All right, but in most cases, it's just complete cutoff. Let's look at how this is playing out with everybody. Are we the recipients or are we the originator of the cutoff? Let's find out. Aries, Three of Swords showing up here. Aries, I think you've got somebody who is cutting off communication with you today, or I also get the sense for some of you, it's not so much that it's being cut off today, but it has been cut off, and you're feeling it today, like you're really wishing that you could talk to that person today. Sometimes communication can seem like it's cut off when somebody is crossed over and we can't communicate with them in the same ways that we are used to from the past. That could be what we have going on for a few of you, but for most of you, I feel like this is a person that's still walking around in their body on this planet. Taurus. Six of Pentacles. This is interesting. This is like a tit for tat type situation, Taurus, where somebody is cutting off communication and then you're cutting communication off with them, or vice versa. You guys may not even realize that the other person has cut communication off with each other. This is mutual. This is a mutual thing. Or maybe you do. Maybe you both make the proclamation and then let it go. But either way, this is a mutual cutoff of communication. You're both agreeing you don't want to talk anymore. Gemini. What do we have here? Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. Geminis, you guys have somebody that is cutting off communication with you, and you're just like, oh, thank goodness. What a relief. So whatever they were saying to you had you pretty stressed out. The idea that they're not talking to you now, man, that just takes a load off. You're like, oh, I can live my life without being harassed. Harassed and harangued is what I hear. I'm not even sure what harangue means. I should probably Google that later and see what I was saying. Let's see what we have for Cancers. Cancer. Page of Swords. Cancers, I think that there's somebody that you are really seriously considering cutting off communication with. I think you're giving them their first notice today. Some of you may give people more than one notice. Some of you may not. But they're getting the heads up that they are walking on thin ice today, and you may be cutting off communication with them if they keep their silly selves going in the same way. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Leo. What is this? Oh, this is my Queen of Wands. For a second, I thought I had two Queens of Swords in this deck. I was like, what? Queen of Wands. Leos, here's the deal. I think that you're planning some kind of surprise for somebody, and I think actually It's probably a very nice surprise, but you're not trusting yourself not to spill the beans, and so you are forcing yourself not to communicate with that person until the time is right. You're cutting off communication just so you don't spill the beans about what it is you're planning for them. That is nice. Anybody who's cross-watching for Leos, if they're being all on the quiet and the down low, they're not communicating with you, now you've got the heads up. They may be planning something special for you. All right, Virgo. King of Wands. Queen of Wands and the King of Wands right next door to each other. What's going on here? Virgos, what I'm feeling like here is there's somebody that you tried to involved in some kind of idea that you feel a lot of enthusiasm for and you feel inspired by and you just want to go for it. I think this other person is like, their enthusiasm level is not there. Let's say it like that. At least it's not going the same direction as yours. And so I think that you're going to go ahead with whatever this is. You're just not going to talk about it. Thank you very much. You know, I have this idea. You know, I want to do it. I know how you feel. There's nothing else left to say. And then you just continue on doing your thing. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Knight of Cups coming up in reverse. Libra, I think you want to do something romantic for somebody. However, first of all, I don't feel like they know this. And second of all, whatever is going on, I think that they're blocking it. They may have other plans for the time that you're trying to get together with them and do this, but it's not happening. It's not happening because the communication's not there to make it happen. Trying to be the nice guy or gal, but communication is not in place to let that happen. All right, let's look at Scorpio. 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 Hanged Man in reverse. This is very similar to somebody else. Who is that? Gemini. Gemini got the Nine of Swords in reverse. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Hanged Man in reverse just says that somebody is not talking to us. They're cutting off communication, and we're like, whew, that opens up some opportunities for me. I know exactly what I'm going to do at this time. I really don't feel a whole lot of regret there for either Gemini or on Scorpio's part, either one of them. There is not a lot of regret there. There's a sense of freedom. Let freedom ring. All right, let's see. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Eight of Swords. That's an echo of Scorpios. Whatever this is, where somebody is cutting you off and not communicating, you're not hearing from them. But you got it right side up. So it's not really setting you free. It's actually got you thinking in circles, like you don't know what to think about what's going on. You're feeling the opposite of relieved. You're feeling pretty stressed out about this. If it had been in reverse, it would have been an echo of Scorpios. It's not. It's right side up. Let's deal with what it is. Has you second guessing yourself and double thinking how you want to handle this. All right, let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn. I like corn. Okay, Page of Pentacles showing up here. Boop, ba-da-doo-doo. Capricorns, I think you've got a situation where somebody owes you some money and they are not communicating with you. Yeah, that does not bode well, does it? Boop, ba-da-doo. I am going to say I do feel like this is temporary. I think you're going to hear from them again. I kind of feel like the fact that they owed you money is sort of falling through the cracks for the moment, though. All right, let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius. Ace of Swords. Aquarius. This is interesting because it basically tells me that somebody that is not talking to you, this gives you time to think about things and it gives you time to actually have an epiphany around your situation with that person. And so you have a new understanding of what's going on there. New understandings and deeper understandings, those are always our friends. We like that. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Two of Wands. So Pisces, I think when somebody starts communicating with you, you have a couple of choices here about what you want to do with that. Either choice is just fine. They're both good. Don't trouble yourself about them. Go ahead and make the choice you want to make and move forward with it. Everything will be fine. Okay? We're not too stressed out about this person not talking to you. That just opens the door for other opportunities instead. Okay? So that's what I've got. By the way, I'm hearing this person that thinks you're going to be hanging around doing nothing while you wait to hear from them is going to be in for a little wake up call whenever they find out that that's not the way life really works. At least not for you. All right, so then they're going to respect you more, actually, if you make one of these decisions and move forward productively and happily, even if you don't hear from them. Do your thing, okay? When they call you 20 minutes after you've walked out the door and you're already on the road to doing whatever else you were going to was an option, they'll figure out that they need to have enough respect to actually allow you to plan ahead. All right, so that's what I've got, guys. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Remember, you guys are my sponsors, so put a thumbs up, share this out to the world, and of course, put your feedback down below. Let me know how I'm doing. And of course, I'm doing readings and Reiki sessions today. All you have to do is get a hold of me to get one of those scheduled. All my contact information is on my website right there. And I try to get to you guys really quickly. I'm not a big believer in waiting lists, so just figure out what you need and give me a holler and we'll get you taken care of. Or if you're not sure what you need, I can usually figure that out. Either way, just reach out to me. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Peace out.